Now, chapter 4 is where things really cemented themselves, and the story took the final shape that it would have for the rest of the book. It's Ivy's introduction, and as we'll see, she'll become an incredibly pivotal part of the main cast going forward. Ivy is probably my favorite character in the entire book. She was the missing piece that slots everything else into place. While previous chapters went through quite a lot of reworks and changes, when I came up with the idea for Ivy and expanded upon it, everything else just started to make sense. There was no more need for dramatic, radical rewrites, at least not to the extent of the previous chapters. Everything just flowed much better with her presence. Now, that being said, we are starting to approach one of my main concerns in regards to this story and its original target audience. But I'll save that for next chapter's commentary, as it is much more relevant there. Otherwise, this chapter really only has two jokes in it. Really only one, if you consider both instances of Figwit's hallucination to be the same joke. The first one in the swamp, I think, is somewhat solid. The focus is more on the brothers musing, and then Figwit's reaction is more of, as an addition to enhance the scene. Now, the bit with Ivy's castle, I don't know if the joke is a bit too obviously telegraphed. I was trying to play more into the mystery angle with the hallucinations. For example, it's the first time we see something like this in this world. But the subject matter is also one I feel that is somewhat common and potentially overdone, at least in stories with a cartoony tone like this. None of the test readers, though, ever raised any issues with it, or said that they could see the reveal coming, so I don't know if my concerns are that big a deal. I guess it's up to you as a reader to tell me if you saw the bait and switch coming, and if you did, if you still thought it was well executed or not. Regardless, though, I love this as Ivy's introduction. Maybe it's a bit cliche at this point with the whole inner true self being manifested outwards trope, but I love the contrast done here. If I was to change anything, it would be maybe make Figwit a little bit less courtly. But if I did that, it would also fundamentally change a lot of things that are needed going forward. So it is what it is. I think it's a solid chapter, and I wouldn't really have it any other way for my favorite Goblin Princess.